Hi, my name is Leonora. Welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. And this is not part, it's actually take two for my Aries rising video. The first video didn't work out for me. I tried to upload the video on YouTube. And I guess that message wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be heard. So I'm doing another video. I don't know if the same message will come out. I remember the message because I've been trying to upload it for forever. It just didn't work out. So I'm going to do another one, maybe a different message. So anyway, welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. You could definitely reach me for free private readings. I'm doing them for free now at the moment. My email will be in the description box. I have my Facebook and Instagram pages up. I'm sorry if I sound a little hoarse. My voice sounds very hoarse, in my opinion. I'm not that tired. I got up to do this video, so I'm happy to do it tonight. It's pretty late, but I'm very happy that I could do it, and I cross my fingers that this one will upload, because I really want this to be sent through to my collective and viewers. In my last video, I spoke about Venus and Mars, and I wanted to just go into a little bit just a little detail about these two planets. First of all, it is an Aries reading. So Aries is ruled by the planet Mars. It's also Scorpio's co-ruler. So it represents a desire for action, physical energy. That's Aries in a nutshell. But the polar opposite of Aries is Libra. And so I invite Libras to even watch this video, just because you are the polar opposite of Aries. I do explain that in my birth chart video, so you're more than welcome to go back and look at it if you're kind of confused about what that means. So for example, like Scorpio's polar opposite is Taurus, Gemini's polar opposite is Sag. So it kind of breaks it down into 6 zodiac signs if you think about it esoterically. But I just really want to talk about Aries, and then just a little bit about Venus too, because it is their polar opposite. Venus represents 2 planets. They share this planet, and it's Libra and Taurus. So if you have any Libra or Taurus, definitely Aries in your chart. I will love for you to hear this message. I want to say Scorpio. I'm being pushed to say even Scorpios should be watching this video. But Venus represents an interest in emotions and values and exchange and sharing with others. So that's Venus and Mars, okay? Again, in a nutshell. There's so much more to this planet and to these signs, but I just want to keep it to a very minimum. And also, I want to talk about Chiron. Why do I want to talk about Chiron, and what the F is Chiron? Okay, so Chiron is an asteroid that orbits our solar system. Right now it's in Aries, and that's why I want to talk about it. It's an asteroid that was formed billions of years ago, if I could get my words straight. 4.5 to be exact, so 4.5 billion years ago. These materials, these rocks, these ice, these these elements, dust, these comets and asteroids, they orbit our planets in the solar system. Chiron is one of them. And astrologers recognize Chiron as part of the orbiting of around the sun, the transits, the retrograding, and how it affects us on this planet Earth as humans. And by the way, I always disclose this as much as possible. I am by no means an astrologer. Love reading about it and keeping myself up to date about it, and I try to keep it as simple as possible because it's a very complex subject. Astronomers, have gone through great details and research in astrology. They're all part of what we know today as zodiac signs, but it really goes so much into detail. And I try to give you as much information as possible because my readings, they integrate with the astrology and what's going on in the planets, and in this case an asteroid. Chiron is one of 4 asteroids that astrologers recognize in the zodiac signs as far as affecting zodiac signs. And like I said, Chiron is in Aries. So I guess it's a celestial body that we should recognize in our solar system, and it does affect our like us basically. It affects us, just like the moon, just like the planet Mars, just like Saturn. Chiron is by no means any different. Okay. It does have an unusual orbit, just like Uranus and Neptune. But these are just dust and rocks just orbiting around the solar system, close to Earth or to other planets. But it's retrograding. I don't know if I said that. It is retrograding in the planet. Sorry, in the sign of Aries. Okay. Now, what the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? All right. So, all right. I'm gonna give a quick reference, and I hope nobody gets offended by this. But Morpheus from Matrix, from the movie The Matrix, right? Love that movie, by the way. Do you remember the part where he's like, how far deep down the rabbit hole do you want to go? And also the reference about the red pill and the blue pill. And so that's pretty much what's going on right now. It's the only way I could describe, Chiron in Aries. And it's just not Chiron in Aries. It's so much other elements and transits and retrograding of these planets in our solar system that are happening at this very moment, all at the same time, that are pretty much questioning which pill should we take, the red or the blue pill. And I don't know if you remember, but just really quick reference, the red pill, it does represent a life of harsh knowledge and a desperation of freedom. Remember, Neo was like so disgusted by the mundane life in that office and being yelled at his boss, and oh God, I just felt so sorry for him. And then he meets Morpheus and Trinity. But the blue pill, it's just the blue pill, depending who you are. Don't ask me. I'm not going to give my opinion on this. But the blue pill, represented a life of luxury and tranquil happiness, you know, illusion. And so Neo ended up taking the red pill. If you ever saw the movie The Matrix, and he jumped into that rabbit hole, and he went deep, and he realized the harsh knowledge of life. But guess what? He was free. He felt some type of freedom in that movie, and he got to tap into things that we as humans don't even know we have. The power, the intellect, and you know, we may use it for the wrong things. I'm not saying everyone, but you know, we are coming out of the age of Pisces, and we are now in the age of Aquarius, which I would one day do a video about it, I promise. I'm going to try to take this whole weekend off just to do that video, because I've been wanting to do that video for a couple of weeks now. But the age of Pisces did represent dishonesty, and it did represent illusion. A lot of societies were founded, a lot of religions were founded in the age of Pisces. It has a time length, a span of 2,100 years, more or less, not exactly, I'm just rounding it out, but the length of this age of Pisces lasted for over 2,000 years. And so now we're going into another 2,000 years in another zodiac sign, which is Aquarius. And so I did do a mini video about the age of Aquarius, but I will do a full-length video about it, okay? So obviously my videos are sometimes longer than 20 minutes, and I do break them up in part 1, part 2, part 3. I hope I don't get into part 3. That's like really long, but you know, it's I can't just cut off a video because it's 20 minutes, and my iPhone is like, you know, only recording 20-minute videos, and sometimes it's not even uploading. So whatever, even if I do it under 20 minutes, it's like a gamble. But I wanted to redo the Aries video, like I said, and don't be surprised that you have this type of conscious awakening. Again, this is the age of Aquarius, conscious awakening. I keep, you know, saying that because it is an awakening. And even if you do have this conscious awakening and you're ignoring this conscious awakening, you can't ignore it for very long. You're going to have it to acknowledge this pink elephant in the room. And you're going to have to ask yourself all those spiritual and moral truth about yourself, and where do you want to go, and which pill do you want to take, the red or the blue. But guess what? We're not in the age of Pisces anymore, so you know, I'm just letting you know. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm happy about this whole like conscious crisis we're going through, but you know, I am happy because I'm moon in Aquarius, and I'm such an airhead, you know, like I'm all about, you know, revolution and shit like that. But you know, I just love change, and so I just need for you, when you listen to my reading today, because I have meditated on these cards that you see in front of you, and I want you to get a message or some type of advice or confirmation on where your conscious awakening is going. Basically, like, what is it that you want? What is it that you're asking for? And even if you know what you want and ask for, are you going to get it? And that's what I pretty much asked Spirit and my guides. I don't want you to ignore, you know, the truth. I really don't. But that's just me. I'm not the Debbie Downer, and if I may be the Debbie Downer for some of you, but consider me Morpheus. No, I'm more like Trinity. I love her. All right, so let's get started with the reading. Enough talking, Leonora. I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart. For those who know anything about astrology, and so the polar opposite of Sagittarius is Gemini, but Sagittarius and Gemini are pretty much the same, and it's like we just like to ramble and ramble and ramble and go on and on and on. And so this is why I have to make like part 2 and part 3. But I'm gonna stop the video here, and I'm going to continue in part 2 the reading. I am using 3 decks. I'm going to start with the Chrysalis Tarot, and then I'm going to clarify my reading with my combined deck here, the Native American and Greek mythology tarot cards. Okay? All right, so I'll see you in a little bit.